How's it going today, guys? Trucks and water here, and this is the 1 year special. That is right. I have had Brooke for 1 year when this video is coming out. She's got a little bit over 26,000 miles as of filming this video, and I'm gonna be going over, should you buy a Toyota Tacoma, a third gen 2016 through 2023 Toyota Tacoma? Should you buy one? Or should you wait for possibly the 4th gen or go look at something else? I'll be going over my opinion and stuff in this video. So, but that's right, guys. 1 year from bone stock, picture be popping up right now, the bone stock to 1 year right now. How much has changed? So, as right now she's flexed out on a little pile of gravel, acting like a Jeep. But anyways, we have a 3.5-inch coilover and reservoir lift kit by Rough Country, 33-inch tall Falcon Wild Peak AT3s, 5% window town way around with a 35% sunbrow and a 35% windshield with a 5% sunbrow, Tarno color match bumper rear caps, blacked out emblems. Up in the front's a integrated behind the grill light bar, fuse LED all the way around, 6 high mod to keep your fog lights on when you turn your high beams on, cold air intake, RIP supercharged performance coils, and the cold air intake's a Rough Country one, and some other little stuff here and there, but that's pretty much it. So I would call this the best daily driver setup, I guess you can do. I still get, if you saw my MPG run, around 20 to 23 miles to the gallon. It went from on stock, when it was stock with all the performance add-ons, it was getting upwards of 27.5 miles to the gallon. So I did lose some MPG, but I'm still in a really good realm of it, doing really good going down the interstate and whatnot. City kind of kills it, but that's beside the point. But we'll back the truck off this little gravel mound, and we'll go over, should you buy one or not. Let's go over a few things I like about this truck. First of all, the way it looks. I love the way these 3rd gen Tacomas look. These will go down as one of the best looking Tacomas in the Tacoma lineup, hands down, not a question asked. I know the 1st, 2nd gen have a little fan base, but these 3rd gens will go down in a very unique style, stuff like that. Like, you cannot deny that whatsoever. I really do like that. Also, I like the fact that it is pretty roomy for a mid-sized truck. I know people want to complain. I mean, if you're 6'8", I get it, but it's still very roomy for a mid-sized truck. Like, I have no complaints on the space of the interior or anything like that. Absolutely love it. I do love, especially after I did the few little engine mods, the cold air intake and the coils, I love the way this little V6 performs. It cruises really nice, it gets up on power really well, and everything like that. I love the way this V6 is. I also love the economy, even on a 3.5-inch kit and 33s and AT3s. It gets really good economy still. I have pulled with a trailer with this truck. Now, I haven't pulled with the lift kit, so I can't tell you based on that. Now, granted, I've only had a lift kit on this truck for about a little bit over a month. I still remember how it rode. It rides so much better with the lift kit and the bigger wheels, or bigger tires on the wheels. But that being said, it rode really well also stock. Pulled really well. I pulled a 10-foot enclosed trailer, moving my girlfriend out of her apartment, so it was loaded down. It wasn't exactly heavy. I would say max weight of the trailer all said and done was 2,500 pounds roughly, and these are rated to tow 6,400 to 6,800 pounds. So again, no complaints there, but it rides really well. I love the infotainment system. Now, the 2020s and up do come with wired Apple CarPlay. I have an adapter that makes it wireless, but I love the infotainment system. Everything's easy laid out, and modifying these trucks, holy crap, modifying these trucks are so easy. The amount of aftermarket for these trucks, guys, is unreal. You can get anything and everything you all want. No complaints there. I absolutely love this truck. Now, some faults. One thing I've noticed after a year of ownership is the door panel scratch like no tomorrow. Now, I am not a dirty person. I clean out my truck once every week or 2 weeks. But no matter what, these door panels scratch with the slightest of ease. It's crazy how easy these door panels scratch. Also, I'm still not a fan of the manual brake right here in the center console. I don't like it. I think that they could have done with a foot brake, or heck, they even could have upgraded to a manual or an electric brake. And yes, people say this is more reliable, but electric brakes now are pretty reliable now. You don't really hear any complaints out of those. So they could have added so much more storage space right here, more cup holders, wherever the case might be. Now granted, the thing actually has a lot of cup holders for a mid-size truck. 2 right there, 1 right there, and 2 right there. But, and of course in the door. But I do not like that. Also, I am not a fan of the transmission. I will add a but to that. My truck, I don't have much of an issue. Does it gear hunt every once in a while? Yes, especially if it's on a weird hill or something like that. Now, surprisingly, adding the wheels and tires on this truck actually helped this transmission out. It doesn't gear hunt as bad as the stocks, which is really weird saying. Now, granted, opening this motor up with the hotter coils and the rough country cold air intake, it doesn't do as bad as much as stock or the older Tacomas that had different trans tuning. But this trans is still kind of clunky. It still does some weird shifts every now and then, and you're like, wait, why would you do that? But it's still hopefully going to be an issue fixed in the 4th gen when they go more than likely to the 10 speed. And then for the fluke thing, we had at 5,000 miles, we had the passenger side CV axle explode. The boot that goes into your CV, that goes into the differential right there, it exploded. No rhyme or reason why. It just at 5,000 miles I had to let go. Now, I did talk to the Toyota tech at Fox Toyota, which I bought my truck. So if you want to go buy a Toyota or any used vehicle, please go down to Fox Toyota, say you know Josh from Trucks and Water, and ask for Walter. But anyways, they have never seen that. In any of the generations of Tacoma, they have never seen that done to anybody's truck, that the truck was not heavily off-roaded. And y'all know I do not heavily at all, even at all, off-road my truck. This is about as much off-roading as she does is in grass, honestly. But other than that, that's really the only complaints I really have of the truck. Now, should you buy one? If you have a 3rd gen, but it's an early model, 16 through 8 through 19, I don't recommend jumping up to a 20 to 23 for a few extra options. It's not worth it. Wait till a 4th gen. If you have a 2nd gen or 1st gen Tacoma, and you want a 3rd gen, I do recommend it. Now here's the caveat. I only recommend it if you're still a little scared of the turbo 4-cylinder coming to the new generation of Tacoma. Now granted, guys, Toyota, when they build something, especially when it comes to engines, transmission, mechanical parts of the truck, they do a fantastic job. But it's still a turbo engine. Now granted, it has been in the Lexus model years for a while before it comes to the Toyota side. That's kind of how they do their engine testing a little bit. But I understand your thing. But if you are jumping up from a 1st gen or 2nd gen Tacoma, 1st or 2nd gen Tacoma, I do recommend you getting a 3rd gen Tacoma, especially a 2020 and up. They have the Apple CarPlay. They have some newer features that the 16 through 19s do not have. That's my recommendation. If you can hold out, I would see how the 4th gen Tacomas are going to be. That's if you have a 3rd gen, or you can hold out if you have a 1st or 2nd gen. But guys, you cannot go wrong with this platform. This is a tried and true platform now. They have every modification known to God, whether you want to make it look like mine, a full-on Baja truck, a rock crawling truck, an overland rig, a show truck on 24x14s, whichever route you want to go, they have it for these trucks. No, it is not a speed demon. You're not going to be out there winning drag races. But this motor platform, the transmission, the whole truck is tried and true. Now, that's where I come into, should you get one over a Colorado, a Frontier or a Ranger. Nissan, just forget it, don't even bother with it. They have so many issues right now and they're built so cheaply. The Colorado's Turbo 4 is not as proven as this motor platform. Now granted, they have a better shifting transmission and stuff like that, but those trucks, I'm not saying they won't go the distance, but you are more than likely going to go the distance of 300, 400, 500 plus thousand miles with one of these, not a Colorado. The Rangers, I've heard a bunch of little engine issues because the EcoBoost engine. I've heard of some turbo issues, top end issues, oil consumption issues, and stuff like that. So I do recommend, if you're looking for reliability and longevity, go with this truck. If you're looking for the quick, newer features of a modern day full-size truck, go with the Ranger or go with the Colorado. But wait until the 4th gen Tacomas get announced and when they're releasing those, because there's going to be a massive jump forward, just like the new Tundras were a massive jump forward from the old Tundras. But yeah, guys, 1 year with this truck, I can't, like I said, just, it's from you all. You all have allowed me to do this, share my thoughts and opinions, and stuff like that. I cannot be any more thankful for that. Without you all, I wouldn't be Trucks and Water. I wouldn't be who I am today, and get to share these awesome memories and hopefully give you some insight on what your next purchase was going to be. If you have any questions or comments, please comment them down below. I try to get to them, especially if they're constructive and not a weird comment, because some of you like to post some weird stuff. I don't get it. But other than that, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. 1 year with the Taco. It's been absolutely fantastic. But again, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Join the Trucks and Water family. We're constantly growing, changing, and trying new and better things. I hope you all have a great day. And remember, never give up on your dreams.